The stream just left. But what I was saying to y'all is that you cannot know everything. To know everything is to not be present with God. You know, there's this misconception, you guys, about this about everything. Whatever you're doing, you know, you're not going to know everything. That is the whole premise for this conversation, because you have to have faith in order to take those steps to do something that you've never done before. You have to believe that it's all going to work out, and that everything that you're going through is going to build you up to actually have the testimony to say, I didn't know where this was going. Don't you get it? See, people who actually get to where they're going, I'm putting quotation marks around it. Shout out to Skyward Bliss. They actually try to come off as like, I knew this was how it was going to go the whole time. And I'm going to sit here, I ain't going to cap to y'all, right? There's no cap in my rap. I did not know for a long time where this thing was headed, but I believed and I have faith in the Most High, in Christ, Yahweh, of which way to go. So after I had got my steps to go to the military, I did a 7-year commitment, got 2 tours to Qatar, Kuwait. I went overseas. I've been to Frankfurt Airport in Germany. I've seen Wenzel Schnitzel, the efficiency. I've seen it. I've been to Saudi Arabia. I have had dinner with princes, kings in the sand. I have rode camels. I have driven camels out of Saudi Arabia and into Kuwait because they were crossing the border. I had to drive camels out in the Jeep. Y'all don't know about that. Shout out to the Viper Patrol back in the day. You feel me? But when you get a chance to see the world because you had faith, I already understood, oh, this is already going to be bigger than me, because I didn't see this coming. I didn't know I didn't know that was going to happen when I signed the contract to join the United States Air Force. I simply had it in my mind that I wanted a better life and I wanted a better situation for myself. And the offer that my father was making at the time was that I could go to Houston Community College. I can go to a community college, and then I could transfer to a real university. I didn't want to do that. I'm not a community college type of guy. See, y'all don't understand what it means when you know your pedigree. I'm not a community college type of guy. You're not gonna ostracize me and put me in community college when I wanted to go pro. And you knew I wanted to go pro and play football. But why you didn't send me to Unk's camp in Cali to train him? But Antonio Brown could train with Unc and not pay him. Fuck out of here. My uncle could have trained me to be the best athlete going into the collegiate level, to play at the collegiate level. But that opportunity was robbed of me because people that were in my life at that point in time when I was a kid told me that all I was good for was motherfucking community college. Boy, was they wrong. See, your family sometimes will play you before your conception because they know you about to be that one. I was that one when I came out my mother's womb. So a nigga can't tell me that I'm just destined for community college. Bitch, how dare you? How fucking dare you put the spirit of community college on me? How dare you tell me I'm only good to go to community college and that you will not spend your money that a white man is giving you to tell me I can only go to a community college? See, the steps that are taken to have a better life, when you see people do these interviews and they're like, yo, your music is going crazy, yo, you're getting all the success, these people that you see, they can't tell you what they did. I mean, they could, right? I can tell you what I did, right? I'm telling y'all what I did, but there is no destined formula that they can copy and paste and give it to you and then it'll work for you, because your faith has to be there for you to want to get better. It's not about what the next person does. It's not about what they do. It's about what you do with what you have. And when you believe in yourself, nothing else matters. I will not take less from anyone. I will not let people tell me what I'm worth. I will not let people tell me what I bring to the table. I will not let people tell me that I need to be more consistent. I will not let people tell me anything about me that I don't already know about myself. But the thing about people telling you what you can do to do better, I've noticed that all these people that have been telling me what I could do better my whole life have not done better for themselves. Yet they hate me because I have conceived what I have believed in myself since I came out of my mother's womb. If I believe this, then there's nothing nobody can tell you that can make you feel like you can do better because you already are better. And they tell you that because when you come into this world, people already know what your assignment is. What is your assignment? What you were carried out here to do, right? My job is to not entertain and just bring y'all, bring up all this ruckus to get y'all to want to not be better people, men and women. That is the whole reason why the internet was created, so that we can get on here and get better. Why are we getting on here and then attracting the degrading aspect of human nature? Why are we getting on the internet and we're not talking about how we can all collectively boost our credit and buy land so that we can live better? Why is that not getting done? Let me go back though. Because after, like I said, I did my 7 year commitment in the Air Force. I did my tours. I came back to my home duty station in Biloxi, Mississippi. Shout out to them. And I understood something that nobody had to tell me. I understood something that nobody had to sit me down and talk to me about. It wasn't like anybody was sitting down and talking to me anyway. I understood that it's not about what you know, it's about who you know. Every time it was time to go up for promotion, or every time it was time to go up to ask for vacation to go home and see my funky ass family, I had to beckon the call and ask for permission to go and see my family. I got tired of that. I got tired of getting overlooked. I got tired of seeing my commander come through the gate every day, right? But when it's time to promote me and put me in a better supervisor role, right? Why am I still working the gate? Because I didn't know him. He knew the people that he worked with in the back office, right? So that rapport was there. So when it's time to issue out jobs, duty titles, awards, and all that goofy ass shit, of course you're gonna gravitate more to the people that you work with in the office. But if you're not even getting the opportunity to get in the office, then what do? Faith never failed. I said to myself, you know what? I've gotten everything out of this situation. Uncle Sam has given me a place to stay. He has given me lodging. He has given me housing and free education. I will take advantage of these benefits and I won't fucking think twice about it. See, we think too much about the things that are given to us to make us better, and we waste our time, and windows of opportunity close at an exponential rate. No, I took that benefit of going to school for free and I went to college. And now that I've gone to college, I have successfully obtained my bachelor's degree from the University of Arizona Global Campus in business marketing. So what I actually went to school for is what I do in real life. You see how everything is starting to match up? You see how everything is starting to match up? I didn't know that when I had initially signed up to go to school, and the University of Arizona Global Campus was formerly known as Ashford University. Yes, it was Ashford University before they transferred to Chandler, Arizona, and became the University of Arizona Global Campus. But I did not know, because when I went to the military and I was a cop, my UFSC was security forces. My major was what? What was my major, Chad? My major was criminal justice. I had to change that. I changed my major again into film because I wanted to study movies. I still want to create a movie. Book coming soon. But I said I had to make another change because I still feel like this isn't what I want to do. And then in 2019, I got the read. I got the idea. I got the vision. The Lord said, the way that this content thing is going, and the way the pandemic was coming, the way how everything just kind of just opened up, people are on their phones so much more, and have been on their phones so much more within the span of 5 years than they have any other years before. So this is the day and age of getting on the internet, right, and connecting with people. So I said to myself, well, I didn't start in 2011. I didn't start in 2012. That's when I graduated high school. But I can start now. And as long as you start somewhere, where you start at is not where it finishes. Your starting point is just where you're at that present time in that moment. But I had to continue going because where I was headed, I did not know, but my faith never wavered. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. But listen, don't go nowhere. Just listen. Listen. Put the phone down, prop it up, and listen. Sit your funky ass down. You ain't got nothing to do. You need to sit down and listen to this. I started making content on YouTube, just simple comedy skits, little videos, nothing crazy, in the hopes of wanting to go viral, right? So that more people can see it. This is me not having the knowledge of monetization. This is me not having the knowledge of platform availability. This is me not having the knowledge of brand ownership. I don't know. I just know that these videos, when I make them, it makes me feel really happy that I can make this piece of content and then people can respond to me because it made them laugh. See, it's never been about money. If you worried about the money, that's the problem. You worried about the wrong things. I was never worried about the money. I was more concerned about the message, right? And what I was trying to do. So out of making content on YouTube and making YouTube comedy skits, I had the idea in 2021 to take the online presence and merge it with the real line presence. This is called brand merging. This is called brand merging. When you merge your brand, it makes it easier for people to seek you out so that you can continue to grow your brand, get deals and brand deals and shit like that. So I started doing stand-up comedy. Where did I start doing stand-up comedy at? Right? It wasn't the comedy club, it wasn't the Helium Club, it wasn't the Laugh Factory. I'm not Hollywood. I started downtown Houston at Phil and Derek's Speakeasy Comedy Lounge. I got it in. I was getting my reps in every Friday, every week. I was down there. Okay. And this was, I don't know if I was funny or not. I couldn't tell you. But when I watched the footage, I'm like, this shit is funny to me. But I don't know because this is my first time doing this. Right. And when it's your first time doing something, when you grab that mic and there's 30, 40 people looking at you, what are you going to do, nigga? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna say? How are you gonna act? Right? Nobody. Keep in mind, I gotta go back. Nobody's sitting me down telling me how to garnish the moves and where to pivot at. I'm getting these downloads and these reads because I have faith that this is gonna pay off for me because I met so many great people at the Speakeasy Comedy Lounge. It wasn't about me being rip bone funny or man, he's the next Sammy Davis Jr. I don't want to be like these niggas, okay? But it was about getting my reps in and understanding that, if you call yourself a stand-up comedian, you gotta go in there and you gotta make niggas laugh. You gotta get on that stage, you gotta hit it, and you gotta go. If you get 5 minutes from the moment you grab the mic, that's when your time start to when they start flashing the light and telling you to get off the stage. You got some time. You got these people's time. You got their attention. Now be funny, right? And what you learn is when you're up there, you're up on stage, and you're trying to make people laugh, and you trying to get punchlines, and you trying to connect and shit like that. That shit not easy, motherfucker. If anybody told you, yeah, man, that shit was easy, man, that shit not easy. That takes time. That takes skill. That takes effort. That takes dedication. That takes studying how to be better and how to be great. And that is where you guys lose me at because y'all are being moved off of money. All you care about is money. That's why you don't have nothing. That's why people don't really like you for real because every time they get around you, you don't have anything to bring to the conversation but money. But you ain't got no motherfucking money, you broke motherfucker. How you always talking? Y'all know this. Y'all, I can't make this up. There be motherfuckers talk about money all the time and don't got 40 fucking dollars. Bitch, how the fuck you talk about money all the time and you ain't got no motherfucking money? Now, out of the following, I mean not the following, I'm sorry. The content that I was doing, the stand-up comedy, the open mics that I was doing at the Speakeasy Comedy Lounge, I started to branch out to other comedy lounges and my immediate area. What is my immediate area? Where I live. So I went to other comedy lounges in my city to do stand-up open mics. I wasn't getting paid, none of that. I've done several showcases right? To also build the brand. Build the brand, 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 build the brand. Will you get any money? No, bitch. We building the brand. We building the brand. What does it mean to build a brand? It means that you're you're basically building up this brand to get people to buy your product or go to your shows and buy your fucking merch. Like, I don't complicate these things, but then again, nobody was telling me these things, right? But the way that you go about doing the things that you do, right? If nobody's done it before, guess what? You're a motherfucking trendsetter. So congratulations, right? So because you're doing what you're doing, and it's not like how everybody else is doing it, i.e., Chitlin Circuit. I understand how to use the internet. I understand how to leverage the internet. I understand what clout is, how to gain clout effectively without losing moral principles and all that stuff. It's a lot to juggle. But I say all that to say I could not have got to this point if I didn't believe in God, right, or have faith when I was 18 years old and decided to go join the military. Because when I was in the military at 18, I did not know that I was going to be on live talking to y'all today. And that's where the faith comes in. Because I believed that there was something better for me based off of what was burning inside of me to want to come out. See, before you can become a leader, you have to learn how to be led. I've been led. I've had mentors. I've had people in my life I can remember pull me to the side and give me, like, you know what I'm saying, a pointer or two. But for the most part, the movement's be coming from the faith, because I believe that, and you can too. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta believe, and you gotta separate yourself from the nonsense and the noise. Now, I gotta finish cleaning my room because I'm done talking to y'all. But just remember that, y'all. Y'all take care of yourself. I love you, man. Peace. Manny Griggs out.